Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the similarities between Bitcoin and NVIDIA, Solana, Velocity, RSI, but we are going to start with Binance liquidation levels. I posted this literally 20 minutes ago. The majority of liquidity is now above market. Downside coincides perfectly with the 72 to 74k region I've spoken about previously. For those that follow my videos, you will know that level well. Potential grab then up only to the CME gap around 84k, and no sooner than when I posted this did a sell-off begin to happen. Now we are at 75k, 75.5k. As I say, these are Binance liquidation levels, so you can bet your bottom dollar before anything goes anywhere, if there's levered longs, they're going to want to clear as many as possible before letting it go. CME gap as well, I'm quite hopeful of that. Whenever we've had CME gaps to the downside in the past, there is the probability of them closing is huge. So I am expecting a similar move to the upside. Actually grateful for a CME gap for once. So we'll see how it plays out. But as I say, that is the most likely scenario for me at the moment, that we take out these levered longs here before moving up. Now, on to brighter things, Bitcoin and its similarities with NVIDIA. This speaks volumes, in my opinion. This says more about price action than I ever could. When we look at NVIDIA, huge run up, we formed this pattern, took out that swing low there with this move, and away we went. And it looks very similar. Huge run up. Granted, we had a bit more consolidation here, but afterwards, what followed? This same pattern. So taking out those longs a little bit beneath market would actually coincide quite nicely with taking out this swing low here and mirroring this pattern even more. So quite a nice case there. If we can get a run back up like this, oh my God. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I haven't got a clue what's coming next, to be honest, in the short term, but this is just such a good comparison. It's very similar with Google as well. So yeah, look out for that. And now finally, Solana and its Velocity RSI. Shout out On-Chain Mind. Really good metrics over there. What we've got here is a solid indicator that lets us know when things are heavily oversold. Used it on Solana here. You can see how it worked to charm here, catching the exact bottom around $96 before we then ran up. I think we went up to about $230, didn't we? It's been that long since we've seen Solana above $200. I've forgotten what it feels like. But we're back down here again. We're actually a touch lower than we were there. So in my mind, it really is just a DCA and wait type of event. I don't think there's sort of any rush to be aping into things heavily at the moment in current conditions. But clearly not financial advice. You do whatever you want. Whatever feels right to you. Don't listen to some random handsome bloke on the internet. But if we just look back to last cycle as well, didn't catch the exact low here. As you can see, there was a bit of relief, but we moved lower, and the next time we formed a low here was at the Pico bottom. But as I say, it was under here. So if you were just DCA in Solana, say here, 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 there, by the time we got back up here, your port would have been at all-time highs before Solana had even had its final leg up. And that is the power of DCA, and that's one of the reasons why I like it. Hope you got something out of this video. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment. And in the meantime, trade safe, keep the faith, stay bullish. Cheers.